Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat, and today we have another nightlight. The other nightlights have finally arrived. I'm very, very pleased. This one is Kaido, and this box is huge. Let me just show you the size comparison of the box in comparison to a regular WCF figure. So if you see the size difference there, you can see that the WCF figure barely even holds up in terms of scale. But these are WCF sized, and although they may not be official WCFs, they are officially made by Presto and Bandai. And the way that you get these is they are not available in stores, they are UFO prizes. So we have another 3 of these to look at, which is going to be very, very exciting and entertaining. This first one is Kaido, and although we do have a WCF of Kaido in his dragon form, we don't have a big WCF of Kaido in his dragon form. We've got a big, almost to scale version of Kaido in his human form and his hybrid form, but not in the dragon form, and this is basically where you get your dragon hybrid large version of Kaido from. I might just need to take one last little bit of sellotape off here so that we can get him out of his placement. This did come all the way from Japan. It's travelled all the way here to the home of the big old Grand Cat in Scotland, and there he is, and he looks absolutely fantastic. This is really, really nice. I've always really liked Kaido. Kaido has been one of my favourites for quite a while. And you can see that he is worth 9 whole handsome cat points. And I think that's supposed to show like what the nightlight does, the glowing of it. But I'm recording this very, very late at night, and we are going to get to see it in its full action, because if I record this during the day, we wouldn't get to properly see how effective the light is. There is the base for anyone that wants that. I'll leave it up for just a second so that you can scan those QR codes if you so desire. And now let us get in to the actual unboxing of him. I'm hoping that this is going to be really, really cool. This is... When I saw the nightlights, there was a couple that I was like, I wouldn't mind getting that, wouldn't we? But this was the one that I was like, oh, I need to get this. So this is very, very cool indeed. I'm going to remove the cardboard off the top of him. Oh, he came out with cardboard. Oh my goodness. I really hope that I didn't just damage him after him travelling all the way here from Japan. But there he is. Comes in bubble wrap. Oh, he comes in his own little bubble wrap bag. Oh my goodness, he is glorious. And, oh, I've got bubble wrap all around my ankles. So, now let's take a look at him. Now, that is the kind of big WCF Dragon Kaido that I've been looking for quite some time. And also, like, his big mustache, it is attached here, but it is kind of spindly. I think that's also attached here. Yes, okay. There's a little attachment here to the side of the neck there, but other than that, it is loose. It gives that kind of little addition. This is what the base of them all looks like. So there he is. There is our Kaido. Whoa. Whoa. Mugiwara. Let's see the size in comparison to a regular WCF. We have just done the Halloween unboxing, and there he is. So you can see that this is actually a pretty good look. I mean, obviously, if Kaido was to scale, he would probably be meters long, because he's, you know, in his full dragon form, basically the size of an island. But I think this is a really, really good little look of him. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pause the video, I'm going to unscrew this, I'm going to put the batteries in it, and then we're going to turn this on and see how the little nightlight works. We're also going to turn off the lights and get to see the full effect of our big boy Kaido here. So we'll be back in just a second. And we are back, folks. We have added the batteries in. We're going to go ahead and place him on here. We're going to bring him just a little bit closer to the camera so that you can fully see him. And we'll just bring that back just a tiny bit. And now let's go ahead and turn on the light. So it doesn't look that impressive just yet, but we're going to turn off the lights and we're going to see exactly how it looks. That is the main light being turned off, and now we're going to turn off this little light here. And there we go. That is really, really cool. Let's go ahead and get a 360 of our big dragon Kaido. That looks really, really nice. What I think this is supposed to be is when Kaido and Luffy are fighting in the clouds and you've got the lightning clouds and everything going on, and I think there's a point where Gear 5 Luffy is fighting against Kaido, and I think this is right before Kaido does his big finisher where he encases himself in fire when he just comes out of the clouds. Because I think there's a point where Kaido's kind of like thrown into the clouds and comes back out in his dragon form, just for a really, really surprising, very, very cool, shocking part. So that is really, really cool. Let's go ahead and bring in our whole WCF of Brook here. That looks really cool with the lighting on him. That is indeed a really cool Kaido WCF. The other thing that I can show off is, because we've got it here, now unfortunately the Zoro has already been taken in. It's already been taken into the shop, but of course I don't record these in the shop. But what I do have is the Luffy with the moon. So there's the Luffy jumping in front of the moon in his Gear 5 form, and there is Kaido in the dragon form. And this is a really, really nice look here to see the two of them sort of back to back with one another. I'm going to go ahead and scroll the camera just up just a tiny bit as well. There we are. That looks really, really awesome. And yes, let's put the light back on. And we'll put the main light back on as well. And there we are. There is our really, really cool Kaido and, of course, the Luffy. The Zoro, which we've already seen. And he was taken into the shop. But there we are. So this, I think this has to be one of my favourite Kaidos, if I'm completely honest, with the lighting and everything on it. I think it looks really, really cool. Let's just take a quick look at him all the way across. And I would say that if you are a WCF collector, that this is a guy that you really, really want in your little collection, because that is going to be a very, very cool little WCF. I mean, even if he's not an official WCF, he is certainly, he certainly has the look of that WCF imagery that it has. So now, one last thing we're going to do before we finish up is let's get a 360 of Kaido with his little light on, and there he is, because of course we've got the 360 of him with the lights off, but now we can see him in all of his glory, and this I think is a very, very cool little figure that I am quite pleased to have. So we've got two more of these Nightlight WCFs. There's a couple more. I don't have the Jewelry Bonnie. I didn't think the Jewelry Bonnie was that fantastic, if I'm honest. Maybe I'll get the Jewelry Bonnie at some point in the future. But Coming up next, we have Garp, and then we have Vegapunk, and the Vegapunk is particularly hilarious. The Garp one is very, very cool. It is Garp doing the Galaxy Impact, and we're going to have a lot of fun with that one as well. So, these unboxing videos go up every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so make sure to stay tuned if you are enjoying these. And there's also an entire playlist of just WCF and One Piece unboxing videos for you to enjoy if you're not that interested in the rest of the content that I do. But with that said, folks, that is now going to be it for this little video, and I really hope you've all enjoyed. And if you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so that you can see when more of these glorious little videos go out. And we shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.